God says, "Congratulations. You will be very rich. Your blessing is ready. Touch to claim, prayer for money." My beloved children, I want you to pause and listen carefully to these words. The wait is finally over. The blessing you've been praying for is on its way. It's already here. This is a blessing so powerful, so miraculous, that it will completely transform the course of your life. It's a change that will bring solution after solution to the problems that have troubled you. In this very moment, your life is about to take a turn that you've been waiting for. But there is a key to receiving this blessing fully. I ask you to stay with me until the very end of this message, because what I'm about to share with you holds the power to bring you closer to your financial breakthrough, your miracle, and the fulfillment of your dreams. I want to make sure you understand. This is not just a small shift. This is a total transformation. The gift that is coming is not something that will only partially help you. It will help you completely. Open your heart and pay close attention to every word. I am speaking directly to you right now, and these words will protect you from any future regret. Hold them tightly and allow them to anchor your faith. This blessing is meant to arrive today, before the day ends. Keep this message between us. Before the end of this message, I will lead you in a prayer for finances, a prayer that will call forth everything that I have already prepared for you. This is no ordinary prayer. It's a prayer that will usher in the fulfillment of all the promises I've spoken over your life. Do not ignore this sacred moment. It's a divine appointment just for you. As you read these words, every time a sentence touches your heart, write in faith, "I receive it." This simple declaration connects you with the miracle I have set aside for you. By saying it, you agree with the blessings I'm releasing into your life. Take a deep breath now and let the noise around you fade. Allow yourself to feel the power of this moment. Know that what you are about to receive is not from any human being, but from my heart to your spirit. It is my direct gift to you. It doesn't matter how your day has gone, or how many difficulties you've faced this week, or even how long you've carried the weight of these burdens. The fact that you're reading this right now is no accident. I see every detail of your heart, every desire, every need, and I am ready to touch you in ways that you have never known before. Remember, the prayer for financial breakthrough is a powerful act of faith, a declaration that you are opening the doors for blessings to come your way. When you call upon me, I respond with abundance. Just as you've been faithful in your patience and trust, I am releasing the miracles that will change your life. This prayer for finances will activate a shift, a momentum that attracts money, opportunities, and blessings into your life. But you must believe, and you must receive it. Are you ready to see what God has in store for you? Are you prepared to welcome the abundance that's waiting for you? It's not about the hardships you've faced or the struggles you've endured, but about the faith you carry in your heart right now. This moment is a divine opportunity. The lesson here is, clear prayer is not just a request, it's a declaration of faith. When you pray, especially a prayer for finances or a prayer for financial breakthrough, you're not just asking for help, you're aligning yourself with God's will for your prosperity. Trust in that power. Believe in the blessing that's coming. And most importantly, never stop praying. Your miracle is closer than you think, and it begins now. So, as you take this message to heart, keep the faith and trust that God is ready to deliver what you have prayed for. Your financial breakthrough is at hand, and your blessings are already on the way. Keep the words of this prayer close to you, and let them be a reminder of the abundant life that awaits. Imagine this right now as you listen to these words. My spirit is entering the very space where you are. Can you feel the shift in the atmosphere? The air feels lighter, doesn't it? The weight on your chest that has been holding you down starts to lift, and those worries that kept you awake at night, those same worries that seem so heavy, begin to fade away. In their place, there is a peace, a calmness, a deep, unexplainable sense of stillness that settles in. And this peace, my friend, is not from anything in this world. It's a peace that flows directly from above, a peace that only God can give. Can you feel that peace? Do you feel the presence of something greater than yourself right now? This isn't just some imaginary thought or fleeting feeling. This is the tangible presence of God, right where you are. Remember this, I don't need grand events or large crowds to make my presence known. I work in the quiet, the stillness, the simplicity. I reach you through small moments, like this message you're hearing, or a single sentence that lands in your heart like a ray of light. I know how to reach you exactly where you are, and I am doing that now. Know this, you were never alone. Not in your struggles, not when you felt like you failed, not when you were abandoned by others. I remained by your side, unwavering. Today, I speak to you, not with anger or rebuke, but with love and tenderness. I want you to hear me clearly. Do not fear. I am your God. I will strengthen you when you feel weak. I will help you when you feel lost. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. This isn't just empty words meant to comfort you for a moment. These are the living promises of God. I am not concerned with your mistakes, nor am I turned away by your imperfections. I'm not waiting for you to become perfect. I'm waiting for your willingness. Are you willing to open your heart to me? Are you ready to let me into those deep, hidden places inside of you that no one else can see? Because when I come into your life, I don't just change your circumstances, I change you. I heal old wounds, restore dreams you thought were long gone, and reignite a faith that had faded. Too many walk with me in their minds, but keep their hearts locked up, afraid to truly surrender. But what if you let me in fully? What if you allowed me to transform you from the inside out? What could change in your life? Then I know many people can go through the motions, recite prayers, attend services, sing songs, but they still feel empty because they are missing something crucial. They are missing my presence. Not just a fleeting moment, not a specific place, but my presence within you. Not as a visitor who leaves after a short time, but as your Lord and Savior. Let me make my home in you. I will cleanse what needs cleansing, break the chains you never realized you were carrying, and bring light into the darkest parts of your life, places you thought had died long ago. And above all, I will restore to you what the world has stolen, your peace, a peace that doesn't depend on your bank account, your relationships, or your social status, a peace that just is, because it flows from me, from God. Does that sound like the peace you've been searching for? Can you imagine living with that kind of peace every day? Stop focusing on the problems around you. Lay down the need to fix everything in your own strength. The weight of the world doesn't belong on your shoulders. I didn't call you to carry it all by yourself. I called you to walk with me, to trust me, and let me lead you. Do you believe I have a better plan for your life than you could ever imagine? My plans rise higher than your fears. My solutions are beyond your understanding. My path is deeper than anything your mind can comprehend. Can you trust that? Can you trust that even in your pain, there is purpose, that every process you go through has an end, and nothing you experience is wasted, even when life seems hard? Remember, I will take everything meant for harm and turn it into a testimony for my glory. This is your turning point. Right now, I'm inviting you to step into a new season. Where are you right now? What city? What nation? What place are you standing in? Dedicate that place to me. Dedicate it to my blessing. Let this be the moment you choose to believe, to trust. If this message is reaching your heart, share it with others. Let them know that God is at work, and He wants to bless them too. And when you receive this message, say with a sincere heart, I receive it. Then be still and know that I am here. And yes, I will make you rich. Rich in peace, rich in wisdom, and rich in provision that always arrives at the right time. Stay close to me, and you'll see what I do in your life. Trust that your financial miracle is coming, because when you align with my will, everything you need will be provided. Money, peace, and all things in abundance. God will provide. Remember the words of Philippians 4:19, and my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of His glory in Christ Jesus. And remember Matthew 7:7, where it says, Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. So trust in the law of attraction. Trust in prayer for financial miracle. And watch how God moves in your life. Choose to believe today. Choose to receive His blessings. Remember, faith is not about making noise. It is about agreement with God's will for your life. When you respond in faith, you align your voice with His, and He begins to work on your behalf. In this sacred moment, allow yourself to breathe deeply. Quiet the distractions around you. Let the chaos of the world settle for a moment. God is not found in the noise of life. He is in the stillness. Feel His peace surround you, like a soft, refreshing rain, that warmth in your chest, that small release of tension in your thoughts. That is God's presence entering the very place where you are. What you're experiencing now is not a figment of your imagination. It is the Spirit of God moving in your life, transforming the atmosphere around you. The heaviness in your heart is losing its grip, and where worry once reigned, peace is now being planted. This peace is not from the world, and it cannot be taken away. God's peace transcends all understanding. It's a peace that stays with you even when circumstances try to shake you. God doesn't need grand stages or loud crowds to move. He moves through the ordinary, in the quiet moments of life, in a simple message, in one word that pierces deep into your spirit. He knows how to reach you. He always has. You have never been alone, even during your darkest times, when you thought He had forgotten you. He was right there, constant and unwavering, watching over you, guiding your steps. In His loving voice, God calls to you now, do not be afraid. I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. These words are not empty promises. They are living truth, alive with the power to change your life. God isn't waiting for you to become perfect before He moves on your behalf. He is simply waiting for you to open the door of your heart and invite Him in. Will you let Him in today? Let Him into the places where you have doubts, the parts of you that are broken, the disappointments you've kept hidden. When you fully open your heart to Him, He will heal what is broken, restore what has been taken, and reignite what has dimmed in your life. Many people know about God, but they keep Him at arm's length. They speak His name, but they don't truly rest in His presence. They carry Bible verses in their minds, but doubt still lingers in their hearts. God wants so much more for you than this. He wants to make His home in your heart, not as a guest, but as the Lord of your life. When He is Lord, He will not only bless you, but He will guide you to a life filled with purpose, peace, and provision. So today, let us pray for money, not just for the sake of wealth, but for financial breakthrough that will open doors of opportunity, bringing abundance into your life. As you pray, Remember that your financial miracle is not just about material gain. It's about trusting God with all aspects of your life, your resources, your dreams, your fears. In your prayer for money, ask God to release financial blessings that will provide for your needs and give you the ability to be a blessing to others. Trust in His timing, for His ways are higher than ours. When you pray for a financial miracle, know that God sees the bigger picture of your life and is working behind the scenes to align you with the resources that will bring you peace and security. Through this prayer for financial breakthrough, you invite God into your finances, acknowledging that He is the source of all blessings. Just as He promises in the Scriptures, "The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing." Psalm 23:1. This assurance reminds us that when we place our trust in God, our needs are met and our hearts are filled with peace. You don't have to worry about the weight of financial struggles. God is with you, ready to provide and lead you to the abundance He has planned for your life. As you walk in faith, remember that you are not alone in this journey. God is with you every step of the way. He has promised to provide, protect, and guide you. All you need to do is open your heart and receive His blessings. The miracle you are waiting for is already on its way. Keep your eyes fixed on Him, trust in His promises, and rest in the peace that only He can give. The breakthrough you've been praying for is coming. Receive it, believe it, and watch as God moves in your life in ways you've never imagined. Choose now to trust me. Choose rest over striving. Choose me over worry. Don't let the world's noise drown out my still small voice. Stay with me a little longer, and you will see something incredible happen. Take one more breath and say, "I receive it." When you do, you open the door wider for me to enter. When I enter, I don't make small adjustments. I transform. I breathe life into the places you thought were dead, and I restore the years that disappointment tried to steal. So many people walk through life with me in their thoughts, but not in their hearts. They speak of faith, but they live in weariness because they haven't fully let me dwell within them. I'm not asking you to perform. I'm asking you to surrender. Open the door of your heart and let me make my home inside you. When I dwell within you, everything begins to change. You will start seeing the world through new eyes. What once seemed impossible will begin to shimmer with possibilities. Where pain once ruled, you will discover purpose rising up. The same power that raised Jesus from the dead now lives within you. This fire burns quietly in your soul, bringing order to the chaos and peace to your heart. You've been asking for external blessings, but I begin within. The riches I offer are not just material wealth. They begin as healing, as clarity, and as strength. True prosperity flows from peace. When you walk in peace, provision follows, just as a shadow follows light. Stop asking how everything will work out. Stop trying to figure out every outcome. Trust that I am already working behind the scenes, aligning people, opening doors, and shifting circumstances in your favor. Even now, unseen pieces are falling into place. You might not feel it yet, but faith is not based on feelings. Faith is a decision. Every time you choose to believe without seeing, you are building a foundation that no storm can shake. So, say it with me. Lord, I can't see it, but I trust that you are faithful. That simple sentence shakes the walls of fear and sets miracles in motion. Do you understand what I truly desire for you? I don't just want you to survive. I want you to thrive. I want you to experience abundance, not just in wealth, but in joy, strength, and identity. My Son said it plainly, I came that you might have life and have it abundantly. And this abundance is not just about money. It's about a life that overflows with goodness, peace, and fulfillment. It's about having a joy that outlasts sorrow, a strength that never runs out, and an identity that cannot be stolen. When you know who you are in me, no loss can define you. When you realize who sustains you, nothing can crush you. Even in the darkest of days, when you walk with me, that darkness becomes fertile soil for growth. You are hearing this now because I have chosen this moment to call you back into awareness of my presence. I am offering you a fresh start, a reset for your soul, and a new direction. Will you choose it? Do not delay. The blessing you are longing for is already waiting for your yes. Maybe right now you see bills, debts, uncertainty, and questions that seem to have no answers. But I see opportunity. I see provision stored up for the right moment. You've tried so hard to hold everything together, to put on a brave face while your heart asks, "How much longer can I keep going?" I hear that question, and I have never left you. I see every sigh you release at the end of a long day. I see the tears you hide, the fear behind your smile. And even in all of that, I am declaring, I am your provider. I will never fail you, and I am never late. What I can do, only I can do. But understand this, I do not want to give you riches without a relationship. Yes, I will bless you, but I will also teach you to depend on me, not on the numbers in your bank account or the strength of your plans. When you lean fully on me, you will never lack. So, take a moment to pray for financial breakthrough. Take a moment to pray for your finances, for healing, for the strength to attract money and abundance into your life. Trust in me, for I am always with you. I am reminding you today that when you pray, you are not just asking for change in your circumstances, but you are aligning yourself with the abundant life I have prepared for you. So, do you trust me? Will you choose peace, rest, and abundance over worry and striving? The life I have for you is far greater than anything you've imagined. Let me lead you to your breakthrough. Now, let me remind you, God is not only your provider, He is also your healer. The same God who provides for you financially is the God who restores your health, your heart, and your soul. Every part of you is known to God. He sees your pains, your worries, and the silent fears that you carry. He doesn't just want to heal your body, He wants to heal your heart, your spirit, and even the parts of you that have been broken for years. The power of God, the same power that raised Christ from the dead, is alive in you. It's healing you, restoring you, and bringing peace where there once was chaos. Do you feel that warmth inside of you, that soft stirring that is God's presence, moving in you, healing you, and preparing you for the blessings to come? Don't allow yourself to believe that your faith is too small. The Bible reminds us that even faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. What matters is not the size of your faith, but the willingness to let God work in your life. Have you given Him permission to move those mountains in your life? Your faith is all God needs to do miracles in your life. His Spirit brings freedom. Freedom from fear, from shame, from the burdens you've carried for so long. You are not hearing this by chance today. God has found you in the middle of your battle to remind you that He is here. He is your Father, your provider, and your healer. His love never fails. Take a deep breath. Place your hand over your heart and say softly, "Lord, I surrender everything to you." Trust in the process and watch how God transforms your life, your finances, and your heart. From this day forward, mark these words as the turning point in your life. The day heaven steps into your circumstance. You will begin to see things you once thought impossible unfold before you. Where there was silence, answers will arise. Where there was lack, abundance will flow. Where there was pain, healing will take root. This is your moment. You are being called to receive it, live it, and speak it into existence. You are worthy of this blessing, and it's already on its way to you. As I speak to you, I want you to think about how this message resonates with your spirit. Is there something stirring deep inside you right now? Are you ready to claim the breakthrough you've been waiting for? If so, I urge you to share this message with someone else who needs hope. Let others find the peace you've discovered in these words. If you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so now, because I'll continue to speak words of encouragement and hope that I know will uplift you. Let me remind you, my beloved, that God has not only come to provide for you, but He has come to heal you. There are deep wounds within you, things you may not even speak of, pains that no one else can see. But I want you to know, God sees them all. He understands your struggles, the ones you've hidden behind your strength, the silent tears and the sleepless nights. You don't have to carry that burden anymore. Do not be afraid, for God is not distant from your pain. He is present within it, right beside you, comforting and healing you. God is the healer of all things. He knows every sickness, every diagnosis, every ache, and every pain you're experiencing. He formed your body, and He knows every fiber of it. He understands exactly where it hurts, how long it's hurt, and how weary you've become from carrying it all. But here's the powerful truth. Nothing is beyond His reach. God is not limited by what doctors or reports say. He doesn't ask for permission from science to perform miracles. When He extends His hand, nothing can resist. He is the ultimate authority, and His healing power is far greater than just physical recovery. His healing touches the deepest parts of your soul, where unseen scars and wounds have lived for years. God is healing you right now. He is touching the places within you that have been broken by rejection, fear, guilt, and loss. You've smiled through storms, held it together when no one knew the weight you were carrying, and endured pain that no one could see. But hear this, you will not have to carry that ache forever. God is restoring to you what the world has stolen. He is bringing back your lightness, your joy, and your peace. God does not heal with force, but with gentleness. He is not here to accuse you, but to lift you up. He is not here to wound, but to wash you clean with His love. His healing love surrounds your pain until it dissolves. That sudden warmth you feel, that stillness rising within you, that is God. That is real. His love is more powerful than anything you are going through, and it is reaching you even now. Don't say you are too weak to receive this healing, because God's power is made perfect in weakness. Don't say your faith is too small, because even the faith the size of a mustard seed is enough. All God asks is that you trust Him, that you allow Him to work in your life. Where God's Spirit dwells, there is freedom. Freedom from sorrow, fear, oppression, and the chains that once held you back. He is releasing you to breathe again, to hope again, to dream again. You are not here by accident. You are here because God has drawn you to this moment. This message is no coincidence. It's an appointment with God Himself. God is meeting you in the middle of your struggle to remind you that He is here. He is your Father, your provider, your healer, and He never fails. If your heart is stirring, if your eyes are filling with tears, it's because your spirit recognizes the truth. Even when doubt fills your mind, your spirit already agrees with God's promises. That is how transformation begins, and that is how you will see the miracles unfold in your life. Remember, your breakthrough is on the horizon. The moment you've been waiting for is here. With a prayer for financial breakthrough and a prayer for finances, your situation can change. God has the power to attract money and bring financial provision into your life. Keep speaking these words, money prayer, over your situation, and watch as your life begins to shift. Trust that God has heard your cry, and He is working behind the scenes to bring about your financial freedom. Keep holding on to faith and remember that God is never far from you, no matter what you are facing. With Him, all things are possible. Let this message be a reminder that God's healing power is real, and your breakthrough is closer than you think. Keep trusting, keep praying, and know that your transformation is already in motion. You are not alone. God is with you every step of the way. Now take one step of faith. Close your eyes, place your hand over your heart, and say these words to me. Father, I surrender. I give you my fears, my pain, my weariness, my whole self. I trust in your love, your care, and your healing power. Renew my hope, restore my peace. As you speak, the weight begins to lift. The room feels lighter. Hope starts to breathe again. You are standing in the very moment heaven has written for your renewal. From this day forward, you will notice change. Subtle at first, then certain. What once hurt will begin to heal. What once drained, you will begin to fade. You will wake lighter, think clearer, feel peace where anxiety once lived. This is not imagination. It is the beginning of restoration. Mark this day. You will remember it as the day I stepped into your pain and turned it into promise. Stay near, for I am not finished. The next thing I will show you is how every trial you faced was never punishment. It was preparation. My child, listen carefully. Every pain carries a purpose. Every process has an end. Nothing that has touched your life is wasted. What the enemy designed to break you, I am turning into a testimony that will lift others. You have cried, questioned, and wondered why. But today, I want you to see through my eyes. I never allow suffering without shaping. I never permit loss without learning. The seasons that looked like silence were the soil of your growth. In the darkness, I was building what daylight could not sustain, just as a seed breaks underground before it sprouts. So have you been breaking to become? I know there were mornings when you woke and nothing made sense when you prayed, and felt no answer when worship sounded like an echo fading away. Yet even then I was there. True faith is forged in the unseen. When you choose to keep believing, though your feelings say otherwise, when you whisper, I still trust you through tears, that is where heaven begins to move on your behalf. I did not create you merely to survive. I created you to live abundantly, to walk with purpose, to carry peace that outlasts storms, to radiate joy that darkness cannot steal. This abundance is not just measured in things, but in strength, clarity, and unshakable identity. When you know who you are in me, nothing can define you by loss again. So do not despise the process. It is preparation, not punishment. A blessing given too soon can crush the unready heart. So I prune, refine, and rebuild before I release. The discomfort you feel is construction noise from the work I'm doing within you. Remember this. I see what you cannot. The doors that closed, the relationships that faded, the plans that failed, each was my protection. What you called rejection was redirection. What looked like loss was deliverance. I would rather let you cry for a moment than watch you fall into a path that destroys your peace forever. You have not been forgotten. You have been prepared. I am shaping deep roots so that when I elevate you, the wind will not topple what I build. You will carry blessing without it carrying you. If you are walking through pain now, hold this truth. It will end. No valley lasts forever, and the strength being formed inside you will outlive every storm. Ask me not, why is this happening? But what are you teaching me through this? Every tear is a seed in the soil of faith, and in due time, the harvest will come. I record every moment of your endurance. I waste nothing while you wait. Use the weapon I have placed in your hands. Gratitude. Gratitude is not denial of pain. It is the declaration that I am still good in the middle of it. When you give thanks in the waiting, the atmosphere around you shifts. Fear loses its grip. Hope begins to bloom. Stop focusing only on what is missing. Look at what remains. The breath in your lungs, the beating of your heart, the chance to begin again.